Hi, my name is Mohammed Ali with the City of Buckeye Water Resources. If you haven't already done so, watch our first video on how to read your water meter, and if you have a pool, watch the how to identify a pool leak video. In this video, we will be going over how to check your irrigation system for leaks. First, check to make sure your irrigation timer isn't running a program. Irrigation timers are typically located along the side of the house, close to the water shutoff valves, or sometimes in the garage. The way to tell if your irrigation timer is actively running a program depends on the controller itself. A manual controller will have a display screen that will show you if it's running a station. If you have a smart controller, you can check the app for the controller to see if it's currently on and running. We recommend smart controllers over manual controllers because they are more water efficient. However, keep in mind that smart controllers are only as smart as the programmer. If you are a City of Buckeye resident, you can apply to their smart controller rebate program for money back on a smart controller.
Although your irrigation system is not running, if there is still movement on the water meter, there could still be a leak in the irrigation system. To check this, locate the irrigation backflow preventer and shut off the water supply by turning the valve on the horizontal pipe. Remember, similarly to the pool, this device prevents the backflow of irrigation water into your home's water supply system, so they are very important to have for irrigation systems. If the valve is parallel to the pipe, the water is flowing, so you'll need to turn it 90 degrees to make it perpendicular and stop the flow of water. Now go and check the water meter. If the water flow stopped after shutting off the water supply to the irrigation system, that means you have either a stuck-on valve or a seeping valve. If you're unfamiliar with irrigation terminology, irrigation valves are a part of a sprinkler system that control water flow to different zones in the system, similar to how a light switch turns on the lights to a specific room. A stuck-on valve means that the valve never fully shuts off and is always open, allowing water to continue going to that station. A seeping valve means the water valve is not completely closing after watering, therefore small amounts of water are seeping out of that valve. If you have determined that there is a leak in the irrigation system, you can narrow down exactly which station is having issues. To do this, turn the water supply back onto the irrigation system and walk through each irrigation zone to check for leaks.
A stuck-on valve on a sprinkler station can be easily diagnosed since the sprinklers would be continuing to run. However, a seeping valve on sprinklers can be harder to spot since the water coming out would be in smaller amounts and therefore will be less visible. A stuck-on valve or seeping valve for a drip irrigation system is trickier to diagnose, but can be identified by water continuing to run from the emitters despite the timer being off. One indicator of drip irrigation issues are constant wet spots near plants. Drip emitters can easily be replaced, or goof plugs can be placed on the drip tube to stop water flow completely. You can try to fix a seeping valve or a stuck-on yourself by disassembling the valve and repairing what is broken, or by calling an irrigation professional to fix the valve. Stick around for more videos on how to check for leaks at your home.